of small businesses, according to, of all people, the IRS. I'd like to call your attention to two things. Number one, you can't get rich working for somebody else. If you're interested in working hard, taking on a certain amount of responsibility, a certain amount of risk, but you want to get paid for it, you might want to look where 9 out of 10 people who make over $50,000 a year do, and that's in the area of small business. You know, if you work hard for somebody else, all you get is even more hard work. You work hard for yourself, you start to make some money. The second thing I'd like to call your attention to is that these statistics were compiled by the Internal Revenue Service. In other words, this must have been what they reported on their tax return. I wonder how much money they really made. Yeah, we got some statistics here. But also small business, you can have a lot of fun, you can make a lot of money, but also at the same time means you got to be realistic about your chances of success. And small business is also America's nightmare. 1 out of 3 new businesses will fail within 6 months. 75% of startups will shut down within 5 years. And 9 out of 10 companies operating today will eventually fail. What this is telling you is that if you are successful, you can make a lot of money. And if you're not successful, you can also lose your family car, your life savings, even your home. And so you need to know as much about, gather as much education as possible in the area of small business. Too many business fly by the seat of their pants, improvising, guessing, taking unnecessary risks when the path to business success is well marked. I'll show you the path in 2 minutes. The difference between getting rich and going broke is not how hard you work, but how smart you work. And to show you how smart some people are on page 6, and how stupid other people are, the typical person, 1 out of 4 people who open up a sporting goods store makes greater than 38% ROI. Does anybody want to hazard a guess what ROI stands for? Return on investment, good. Which means for every dollar that they take out of their own pocket to start that business, they're able to make 38 cents per dollar per year, and that's after paying all their bills, including after paying themselves a reasonable salary. Not bad. However, 1 out of 4 don't even make 7%. Can you make money in sporting goods? Well, hell, these people make more money in 1 year than these people do down there in 5 years. We can't blame it on the economy. We can't blame it because these are all businesses in the U.S. We can't blame it on the industry because they're all in the same industry. The only thing that's left over is the lack of business skills, and that's what my objective is, to improve your business skills today. So if you turn to page 7 of your workbook, what we're going to do is have you write these things down. For those of you who like to follow along, we're going to talk about the problems in starting a small business, and then in a few minutes we're going to talk about the problems in running a small business. For those of you who have business that's up and running right now. First one is owner's personal characteristics. Some people should not be in business. One of the first things we talk about in our starting a small business class is we have a questionnaire in there, and you fill that questionnaire out and you find out very quickly whether or not you have the right stuff to start a small business. And and some people should not be in business. Only 1 out of 4 people in the U.S. has the necessary background, personality, and characteristics to be successful. 3 out of 4 people are better off working for somebody else. And the number one characteristic that you may want to write down is a thing called willpower. You gotta have willpower. If you don't have willpower, stay out of business. I mean, there's many days you don't feel like doing cold calls. There's many days you don't feel like doing bill collecting. There's many days you don't feel like doing a tax return. And whether you feel like it or not, you've got to get the job done. And if you've got a problem with willpower, go to work for somebody else. Poor choice of opportunity we talk about in chapter 3. Now, one thing I'd like to stress today, and I'll probably say this 50 or 60 times, if you get one idea out of today's workshop, is when is it a good time to start a small business? Always. It depends upon the business. Now let's see how tough you are in here, okay? When there's a flood, you sell boats. When there's a drought, you sell water. When there's a plague, you sell coffins. Some of you are like, holy smokes, this guy's a little tough here. Yeah. There are ways to make money. Now, if you assume that the economy is not going to improve, if you assume that the economics here might stay the same or even get a little worse, what can you make money in this environment? What are some businesses that you could make money in? The lousier the business or the economy, the more money these people make. Where's some of them? Foreclosure business. Good. What else? Entertainment business. Matter of fact, during the Depression, entertainment and the movie business actually got its big start, and because people just were tired of it. Anything else you can think of?
Pizzas.
Pizzas? Any particular reason why you said pizzas, or you like pizza?
People like cheap food.
Cheap food, good, yeah. I agree with you completely, yeah. Liquor, yes. Oh, she says, I'll drink to that, you know, yeah. Yeah, what's that?
Health.
Health, absolutely. Well, you know, sometimes yes, sometimes no. I was talking to my dentist the other day, and he says, you know, I thought you have to go in there like once or twice, every 10 years to get your teeth done. And he says that people postpone certain things, like getting their teeth brushed or get that Zoom put in their mouth or braces for the kids. So it is somewhat, equating with the economy itself. But the big thing is the repair business. You know, don't sell new cars, repair old cars. Don't sell new furnaces, repair old furnaces. Don't sell new shoes, repair old shoes. But the repair business, and let's see the Chinese come over here and try and repair something, you know. Okay, I'll cut that from the seminar from now on, the old Chinese story. Okay. Those of you in the back, you know what they do is, of course, I could just drink right out of this thing here. But is there a bottle of water back there? Because this is definitely a sweat act that I've got here, you know. Oh my God, never mind. Never mind, I got one up here. Has it got my medicine in it by any chance? Mark comes up here and he says, this is your special water.
No, I forgot my coffee.
Oh, you forgot your coffee, yeah. You interrupt my gig to talk, you get your coffee, huh? Okay. Well, I got screwed this up. Yeah, what are the hot business for the next 5 to 10 years? Where can you make a lot of money? Well, first one place you might want to consider is making orange barrels. This is a joke, okay? This is just to lighten up the conference here, see. But you drive down the street, you see a whole bunch of these. Who the hell makes them? I don't know. Here's some hot business that we've been able to run across for the next 3 to 5 years. You may want to write some of these down. Mexican restaurant. I'll go over this very quickly. Child care in an office building. Nursing homes. Man, you put some. Does anybody got anybody in a nursing home right now in here? How much does it cost you per month? Doesn't cost you anything. Would you put it in a dumpster behind Denny's or something? I'm teasing you. Don't hit me now, okay? These two guys up here are my bodyguards, so don't. But how much you paid?
I'm not paying, but I can tell you that the average is just under $60,000 a year.
$60,000 a year to put those people in a home someplace. A lot of money to be made in that area. One guy says, this isn't a bad idea, dumpster behind Denny's. Home security, electronic supply stores, management consulting, computer repairs.